Welcome back, everyone. It is the beginning of the MLB season, and we head out to South Korea for our favorite picks. As always, it's another season brought to you by Austin and Logan. Logan, I'm happy that you're back. You've been taking a little bit of time off. I've just been doing some NBA stuff. Man, MLB is on the horizon. They kind of give you that little sample of two games, one on Tuesday, 6 a.m. start Eastern time, and then one on Wednesday, same exact start time. But man, how excited are you for the MLB to be back?
I'm so excited to wake up early as heck and watch some baseball, cash some bets. Look, Austin, we get to start the work day with hopefully a bet cashing. I don't think there's any better way to start the season. It is kind of like a sample size of the season because the real regular season for baseball doesn't really start till next week. But yeah, I'm definitely really excited for this.
Yeah, and we have to address the elephant in the room. That was our performance last year. Now, we talked about this a little bit in our MLB Futures video, which if you haven't tapped into that, I'll link that at the end of the video for you to go check it out. Logan and I came up with 3 2-unit play futures. And actually, at the end of this video, we have another future parlay that we cooked up for a quarter unit. That's pretty good odds. Yeah, we had a good 2022. 2023 took a little bit of a step back. And then last year, just a debacle of a year. I mean, I know Logan and I, at the end of it, we didn't even bet in the playoffs because it was so bad. But we are excited to make that year look like an anomaly and bounce back to what we did in 2022, which we know we're capable of. So without further ado, we're going to dive into the picks and let's get things going, Logan. I'm going to let you lead things off. We have one official pick in this Cubs and Dodgers game. I'll let you talk about it, and then maybe we'll have a lot more props and nerfies. Man, Nerfy Nation, I don't even have my flag ready to go. Hey, hopefully today is a nerfy. But Logan, I'll let you lead things off. Where are we going for our first official play of the season?
Yeah, you mentioned hopefully it is a nerfy. Why do we say that? Because we're starting with a first 5 bet. We're going to the Cubs and Dodgers game, taking that first 5 under 4.5 total runs, minus 110 odds on DraftKings. Currently your best value for that. Now, again, if you're brand new to betting baseball, this is in the first 5 innings tab, also called first half tab. However, your sports book kind of denotes this. We would probably play this to like minus 140, minus 150-ish range. I know the odds on this will move throughout the day as the totals go up and down, so just something to keep an eye on. But this is a first 5 innings bet, meaning after the 5th inning, we'll know if we're a winner or a loser. Since we are on the under, we will have to sweat out all 5 of those innings. Hopefully they are scoreless through 5. We'd love a no sweat bet to start the year. But again, why do we isolate it to the first 5 innings? Because you just get starting pitcher versus starting pitcher. We have no idea really how long these teams will let their starters go. They could go 6, they could go 5 and pull them. We just have no idea. But what we do know is the 2 starters, and we know they should go about 5 innings. Shota Imanaga starts for the Cubs. Last season, he had a 2.91 ERA and a 1.02 whip last season. He was great. We backed him a lot of those times. He didn't get run support in a lot of those outings, and that's kind of what we're hoping for today. But he faced the Dodgers in 2024 twice. In those 2 games, he had a 2.45 ERA cumulative there. I like the fact that he's seen this lineup before, and he's had success against them. Shohei Ohtani, we obviously know, superstar for the Dodgers, 0 for 5 against him. Freddie Freeman, 1 for 5. These are lefty on lefty outs that I'm really banking on Shota being able to get. If he gets those guys, I'll live with the damage the inflicted by the middle/bottom part of this Dodgers lineup, because you got to get those guys out at the top of the order, and I really do think he can do that. Shota is also a fly ball pitcher, and the Tokyo Dome is not necessarily a hitter-friendly ballpark. We saw Shota sometimes when the wind was blowing out at Wrigley. That's not where he has success. That's not a hitter-friendly environment. The Tokyo Dome being like the Wrigley with the wind blowing out. So I do like those factors working in Shota's favor. I think he's going to have a really solid showing out of the gates. And then on the other side, we got Yamamoto starting for the Dodgers, 3 ERA and a 1.11 whip back in 2024. Yamamoto had an abysmal Tokyo series last year. We remember that game. He burst onto the scene. Terrible. He got absolutely cooked in that game. I think he'll have a little bit of extra motivation to come back stronger this season right out of the gates, because last year it just hit him like a freight train. He also did battle injuries throughout last year. He did come back in September. He started against the Cubs twice last season, 0 ERA and 5 innings pitched. And then he also had a 4 innings pitched outing. That was later in September, though, again, when they were bringing him back from injury. I think he's going to have a solid showing. This Cubs offense lost Bellinger, replaced him with Kyle Tucker. They need production and timely hits from guys like Michael Busch and P. Crow Armstrong. If they don't get those timely hits, well, then I think there are a lot of what we saw from last year. The Chicago offense was just a sputtering offense that you could not rely on game to game. They were very inconsistent. Out of the gate, I'm content with fading them. Out of the gate, and as in a whole, I'm content with fading both these two teams' bats through 5 innings. I think maybe we see, 2 to 3 runs scored through 5, and then whatever happens in the bullpen happens in the bullpen. But Austin, I really do like this as our first official pick of the year.
Yeah, 100% agree with you. I mean, we talked about this all last year. Shota Imanaga, first 2 times to the order, he was great. Third time, he really sucked. But given his props, he's got like a 14.5 outs line. You really don't think they let him go a third time through the order. And if he does, my guess is he's probably cooking them. So if that's the case, sure, fine, throw him out there. Obviously, Yamamoto hopefully pitches a little bit better in Korea than he did the first time. I love the first 5 under. It has moved down and more juiced as Mookie Betts was ruled out. I think he's had an illness. He's lost like 15 pounds. So we'll see what they do, but he's definitely not playing these first 2 games. Nico Herner also out for the Cubbies. So some injuries in there. They lost Tauchman, their leadoff guy. So maybe the Cubs rotation takes a little bit of time to gel and find their roles there. And hopefully it's a lower scoring game to get out the gates. And hopefully when you wake up, maybe this is a winner. If it got cooked, then whatever. There's a lot more to play in the MLB season. If you recall at the beginning of last year, we kind of knew it was cooked as we lost because a ball went through Jake Cronenworth's glove. The glove literally broke. That should have been our sign to hang it up. But either way, we have to wrap up the video a long shot parlay. Logan, I'm going to let you talk about these. It includes one of the teams that we're talking about and playing on Tuesday. Logan, take it away with our long shot parlay.
Yeah, so this is a long shot parlay plus 2,200 odds. I mean, you got to sprinkle on this, right? That Chicago Cubs team I just mentioned, I like them to win their division. Look, in the NL, the teams they're going to be facing in their division, Cardinals definitely taking a step back. I think they're going to be sellers at the deadline. I also think really when it comes down to it, this is a 2-team race between them and the Brewers. Maybe the Reds make a little bit of noise, but I still don't think they're quite there yet. Cubs are a team that I think will be aggressive at the deadline to try to win this division. You go get Kyle Tucker. They're kind of more in win now mode. They have great starting pitchers like the Cubs to win their division. Then we go to the Phillies. I think they're going to win their division as well. Look, the way I think that division is going to shake out, you got the Atlanta Braves, who I don't think they're really worthy of that top price in that division. I think it's going to be more of Phillies versus Mets, and I'll take the Phillies. They've improved so much this offseason. They addressed some of the bullpen. They're going to have Romano in the bullpen, big addition. They have Jesus Luzardo, another arm in that rotation, and then they also added a guy like Max Kepler. Adding a bat like that into an already offensive heavy lineup, I love what the Phillies did, and I think they are the leader in that division. I like them a lot. Obviously living in Philadelphia, I'm a little bit biased, but I also think this team is very capable of winning that division. And then also we have the Rangers to win their division. When I look at that division, I kind of think the Astros are going to take a step back. Rangers step forward. The Rangers had a terrible letdown year last year. Really, it was just no one really saw that coming. A lot of injuries did play a role into that. Now you get a guy like Jake DeGrom back. Yeah, I mean, I think this team is definitely poised to make another playoff type run. And to win that division, you just really got to take the crown off the Astros' head. And I think they're definitely willing and able to take that crown away from the Astros.
Yeah, and for a quarter unit plus 2203 odds, we got to sprinkle something like that. I mean, we'll win back over 5 units. If we lose, we lose. But hey, we got 3 teams that we really like to back. So that's our long shot parlay. We did talk about this in the early Monday's NBA video. We actually have another exclusive parlay in the DubClub where you can join the COS Hall of Fame YouTube membership down below. That is also plus 5,600 odds, another quarter unit play. Go check out that. Hey, hopefully our futures deliver big paydays for us this season. And hopefully really we can have a huge season. As for Logan and we're excited for the season. What can the people expect? A lot of game picks, props, nerfies. We might do some more nerfies than last year. Maybe dial back the units because it really sucks to lose a 1-unit play on just some garbage. So maybe some half-unit nerfies daily. I know with Logan, the people have asked for some more nerfy live streams. So maybe that's on the docket. The people need it.
Yeah, how about nerfy yurfy parlays? Maybe we could dabble a little bit into that. I hear you guys in the comments asking why we never do yurfies. I'm willing to do yurfies if I can sprinkle it with nerfies. I'm totally down to do that. But yeah,
it was the quickest 6 outs I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean it is kind of a dart throw bet at the end of the day. But the people are in store for a very long MLB season, hopefully a very profitable MLB season, because you and I, we talked about kind of what went wrong last year. We dissected a lot of what we think we can do better. So hopefully you guys stick it out with us, ride it along, through the summer and into the fall, and let's have a big year.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of highs and lows this MLB season. All going to stay status quo, and hopefully that begins with a winner on Tuesday morning. We'll see you guys back on probably that video will be posted Tuesday evening for Wednesday's video, and we'll have a lot more parlays and things like that coming in the future. If you're curious for writing articles this year, TBD. We'll figure that out. Obviously, the real season it starts tomorrow, but a lot of the games don't start till next week. So we'll figure all that stuff out and get you guys ready. MLB season is going to be fun. A lot of home runs and stuff like that. Let's make it a big year for us all. We'll see you guys back again in the next one. Let's hope the first 500 smacks. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.